Kia ora, haere mai! Greetings and welcome. I am Guru and this is my State of Decay to Beta Green Zone to Lethal Zone playthrough. And we're up to DreadZone. Yes, DreadZone. And we're going to be playing DreadZone in the Cascade Hills. Which is actually something I'm pretty excited about because I once started a game in the DreadZone where way back at the beginning when I was first learning I'd beaten Standard, and so I started with the builder boon on Standard, and then I went, this doesn't make any sense. I'm making Standard easier. Let's try Dread. And I played Dread for, like, literally I got to the first house, and then I could spend 30 hours on Dread to figure out that I should be playing on Nightmare. So I actually just went with Nightmare. So I've actually never played Dread anywhere past like day one, not even day one. So I'm looking forward to that. So the challenge on DreadZone for me, if it is a challenge, is I'm only allowed 3 survivors. And if one dies, I can replace them. But I really don't want to do that on Dread because as I move up through Nightmare and Lethal Zone, you know, I don't get any bonus survivors. I've got that one life for all those levels. So what we'll do is we'll start out with random survivors. Now, usually what I do is replace them with a 5th till they haven't got a 5th skill. And I'm thinking that's what I should do here. Seeing as their 5th skills don't suck, that's what we're going to do. So there we go. Geek Trivia. I probably should have taken that because that sucked, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll go with these guys. They look, former model, can take a punch. That's quite good, that trait, I think. And midlife crisis sounds bad. Spry, yeah. Nice on the stam. Masseuse, always cold, optimist. Ooh, so he's a bit touchy, but not in a nice way. But he thinks it'll get better. That's all good. So this will be my starting and finishing community because I'm not having more than 3. It's not necessarily the community I want, but it's a community I'm going to use.
And we're empty again. So
Skip that bit because everyone's seen it a million times. New mission, a new home. Cool, cool. I'm quite intrigued to see how much of a step up this is from Dread, from Standard, sorry. So I guess we'll see. I don't need to take that. We're going to do a bit of wandering around because Cascade Hills, I reckon, is probably the hardest map from a starting point of view because you have got all this area up here, but if it's devoid of any useful loot, whatever, you know, you have to go into the danger zone to get anything good, unlike Mega Valley and Providence Ridge and or Druckers. Druckers is quite a good map in its starting area. Cascade Hills not so much. In fact, Providence Hills probably not so much as well, come to think of it. But while I'm here rambling on, I just want to say a big thank you to my new subs which have come across from Brian Menard's stream the other day when he did a beta stream and just gave me the hugest possible plug about my channel and my content, which just kind of blew me away really. So, you know, Wise Off, Chris Lee, Apia, Sean Bennett, Day Nice, Matt Dobbs, Wolf Club, John Morris, Sean Lavoie, XD, Drew Starut. So if you guys have come across from Brian's stream and from the Survivors Den and Brian's awesome channel to check out my channel, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for the subs. I'm such a new YouTuber that I would even take pity subs right now. But it's awesome to have you guys here. And honestly, if you think it sucks and you want to unsubscribe, I will not hold that against you. Shout out as well to Sawsome and his community. Some of you guys have come across into my channel as well.
What I wanted, but it'll do.
Yeah, it's not bad. So, you know, Gorilla Paladin, Stephen Price, Mindzone,
Time to
awesome
settle
to have you
down.
guys.
Preferably with some good looting nearby.
I hope you enjoy
Maybe we should
my
just take the next
stream
bridge we come across.
and my videos. To be honest, I was a little worried because most of my videos, in fact, I'm surprised Brian Menard has like had any time for this playthrough at all, because you know what an elite level player he is. And don't do anything silly. And yeah, the green zone, I was a little bit worried about going into that because you have to make your own excitement in the green zone. All right, we got a little bit of a fracas about to kick off here, so excuse me.
Kill it, for real.
Can I have this one? Sweet. Okay, so yeah, thanks so much. It does actually mean a lot to me. You know, having you guys subs and watch and all the awesome comments and ideas and heckles and laughter that we have, I love it. I love it. I'll commit to you that as long as you're watching my videos, I'll keep making them. And if you comment, I will always reply. And I'm always interested at what you think, your ideas, what you think I can improve on. And you know, Guru Gets It Wrong is probably going to be a meme, because the number of times I've said, oh, this isn't working, or I don't think this works, and being corrected by one of my subs and my viewers is, you know, dozens of times so far. There we go. There's the haul. All right, so probably... Oop.
It's time for us to find new digs.
It's a light crossbow too. My favorite. So cool. Thank you very much. Let's get into the game now. I'm surprised I haven't died.
Could be worse.
Worse than dying. But yeah, talking and trying to play the game, actually trickier than you think, and for me especially so. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Alright, so already I think we're seeing more zombies, more ambient zombies than don't need that, than what we were seeing in the previous two zones. Way more, well, Brian wasn't kidding. It took about 15 minutes to find my first zombie in the green zone. But there were definitely more zombies in standard, and we did see some hordes sort of moving up to about, I don't know, 12? And those whatever level you're playing on, you have to deal with. And it wouldn't have taken much, like a juggernaut or something, for that horde to become an actual denial of space. If they were hanging around the building you wanted to loot, you'd have to come back another day. So we're a little bit creepy and cautious at the moment, but it's kind of working for us. Now, I'm already not as gung-ho as I was in standard and green zone, because there's a level of uncertainty about how difficult Dread is. Now, I'm not expecting it to be really, really hard. We don't have triple packs of any of the freaks. We don't have plague freaks. I should check how many plague hearts are on the map. Actually, that's what I should do. That's one thing I should do. This is about the beta as well, by the way. It's supposed to be. I can... Okay, so I can see all the plague hearts on the map on Dread. I'm starting to think that that's what they're doing. I kind of like having to hunt them down. How many we got though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13. Is 13 about a decent number? Yeah, because I think it's about 17 for Nightmare. We might have to divvy out some of this weight.
Maybe we should just take the next place we come across.
We can give this guy that, drop that. I just gave him that, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, now this weapons case is typically a melee weapon case. I'm going to break the law of physics by opening it while standing on it. Rebar blade. Dude, that is good. Holy shit. Hey, that's a new background. I don't know if you heard it. Maybe if I remember, I'll turn the volume up on the background. But I'm pretty sure I heard a different ambient background of things going horribly wrong for other humans. Although, as I say that, what will probably happen is someone will point out to me that that one is not. Because Guru gets it wrong. So this is pretty much a bog standard start for a Cascade Hills map. He's sneaky. I'll shoot them by the rock because they can be problematic. I'll try out this blade. Well, we'll need a bigger sample to make a full impression about the rebar blade. But that was average. Oh, it's quite heavy for a blade. 8 pounds. Clues in the name though, isn't it? Rebar. Rebars are heavy. Feeling the need to shoot everything. But to be honest, it's going to boost my skills. It's not like... Yeah. I'm choosing to shoot it. I'm not doing it on reflex. That's pretty good. I think there's a vehicle over here that we can search. Yep. Nice. Pretty good start. Yeah, did we bother with the... No, we're not going to bother sightseeing. We know where everything is. What's heavy? Those are heavy. Hey, you can stack them. I'm not sure you used to be able to stack those. Someone will tell me otherwise. My crossbow is not loaded.
It's locked. Figures. Could I be any louder?
Really, kids, if you're new to the game, what I did is noisy, so if you ever have to do that and you're, new to the game, just do a little perimeter check before you go in and thump like that, because there could have been anything behind that building. Could have been a feral, and that could have been a bad day. Let's speed that up. Okay.
We've got to find a place to settle down.
And just give him a few things. In fact, usually when you start, well, what I found anyway, around the Cascade Hills, is there'll generally be one freak waiting for you at least. But I haven't seen that so far. Either a feral, a screamer, something like that.
Let's do this the right way for once and find someplace safe.
Yep, so we haven't a heavy weapon or play carts.
Nothing more to kill here.
Did I forget something? All right. Another tip for new players. Don't forget to loot everything. Ah, there's a screamer. Alright, that guy might lose interest. Oh, no. Sweet. So, in my previous... Oh, will this actually go? Because, no, it hasn't got any fuel. So we'll have to come back for a lot of this stuff. And what will we need immediately? We probably will need meds immediately.
Maybe we should just take the next place we come across.
We'll come back for the food.
Let's do this the right way for once and find someplace safe.
Alright, and we will. Now for the green zone, I kind of hung around for a little bit and I kind of sped through the standard zone a bit too quickly.
Bring a whole party over.
Nah, he's out of range. We don't want a zombie scream though. That's just as good. In Dread we might spend a little more time. It's the most popular difficulty level for players out there, so for that basis alone it deserves a bit more attention. And also I just want to test a few things in comparison to standard and green zone.
Again.
Things like when you use a book in an outpost, how does it give the same amount of XP for the book as in the previous levels?
Nothing here. Like, at all.
Damn zombies are all around us.
Yeah, once upon a time that would have been... That little crew on the street would have been something to deal with. That was a reflex shot. Mainly because I wanted the zombie to die silently. I was busy. Run real close. Jeez, this is like my early days styles. In my early day styles, I'd go after those two as well, but we won't. You got to be careful around this little section because the screamers hide behind this tree and you can't see them. Then they pop out. The worst possible time. Now that's a decent number of Z's. Considering a bloated cloud and a screamer could be inside and go off, I don't want to pull those in with it. Alright. Alright. Okay, I want to get these guys in the base before they get in the way any further.
I'm here. Time for me to get to work.
These guys will just open the gate.
A little elbow grease, and this could be home.
The smart players amongst you would have noticed that I could have brought the food rucksack as well. I would say that it was a tactical decision, but it wasn't really.
Nope. We still got company.
We do. I can hear them.
Brainless are gone, so it's time for us to claim this place and move in.
With style.
I couldn't agree more.
Nothing like getting knocked back on your ass by a door.
Our first priority has to be gathering materials. We'll need them to improve this place. Hey, if you're bored, how about you go scout out a place for us?
We could do that. That's reasonable. We do want probably to get the car up and going first for what we want to do. Wrong one. You see. Now I'm doing it this way as opposed to grabbing stuff off them because I just want to spread the standing amongst them reasonably evenly. Right, so what's our stuff like? Well, first of all, let's just check. Because, okay, so midlife crisis. Okay. It's almost cold. Wow. Can handle minus 60 morale without frustration and plus 4 morale. That's pretty good. Often the target when conflicts occur. Oh, like literally always cold. Like not being cold to people. Gotcha. Former model. It's a model for local ads, but I looked great. I had an agent. Oof. Yeah. I don't want to judge, but and can take a punch. Maybe she learned that after she was a model. But, oof, you. Don't be a dick. Materials. Yes, always good. So are extra guns. What will you find up here? Might be able to find those materials. Now, I'm not going to take a follower at the moment, but during this playthrough, I will use followers from time to time.
Time to go risk my neck again.
Because I think they can be really useful if you use them right. Don't have a lot of control over them, but depending on your stance and your situation, you can actually what was I saying? You can actually use them quite well to save resources, claim, carry more loot back to base, and act as a distraction and a damage sink, especially on the lower levels, because the followers, one, their guns aren't as loud when they shoot them as you are. They're much more resilient to damage than you are. They still do dumb shit and they still can die. But of course their guns don't use ammo as well. And so you can use them to do a lot of things and actually work quicker. Ambush somebody. Lucky he's a lousy shot. Lame.
It sucks that we can't enjoy these quiet moments anymore. Wow, that wasn't so hard.
There might be more than one.
Cool shit.
Might go easy on the fast search, actually. I'm really only fast searching to keep the game moving. But because I'm making so much noise for a fast search, if it goes off and brings zombies, then I have to deal with the zombies. It'll actually take a little bit longer.
This
So
might be useful.
if it's slightly excruciating to watch, I apologize. As we build up our wits, we might do it a bit more often. Early game though, to a new player, I would say don't fast search ever unless you really need to grab and go. If you don't need to, don't do it. There is no time limit on this game. Time is a variable which has a big part to play, such as getting stuff done during the daytime. But you know,
I should probably
games
take a
can
break
take
before I fall over.
as long as you want them to take. You can move maps, you can have a forever community, you can have a short-lived community, for sure.
Time to get building.
But you know, you can have
Either
a
a workshop or an infirmary would be a good place to start.
this is true. Oh yeah, we got these things as well. Got all about that. And we've still got plus 8 minutes of plus 500% build action speed. So we'll put our infirmary out the back. So we'd probably, to be honest, how long does that take? 50 seconds. We're going to put a workshop up first, simply because I'm not expecting to get too damaged. I'm waiting for State of Decay 2 to go. Hold my beer. Should be a little more thoughtful about the use of those light bolts. Might be able to find guns up around the prepper house. Right, I don't need to stand here. We could do with some fuel too. I could do with a gas can as well. Oop. Oh, yeah.
Glad we've already got a start on building this base up into something real.
Does that only take one, does it? Okay. Might as well get that going as well then.
If any of you could give us a hand, we'd appreciate it.
I'm on the move. Don't go anywhere.
That's a load off my mind.
Ah, defaulted to helping them. To be fair, that's the story mission.
We'd be idiots not to turn this into an outpost.
Is she right? What do you think? I think we could find better. But actually, this will be a cool map to test out the plague territories. Because usually my modus operandi is to talk to these guys and then set up an outpost around here to attack plague hearts down here. We can't do that now. But we've got access to meds. We've got fruit stand up there, or that is a
Step forward for us.
that's a potential food outpost as well. So do we want that? Right. Rambling. What are you doing? So we've got 431 influence. This is the only materials outpost around for miles. I suspect the military roadblock is within the territory, so we can't get that. But while we loot this area, yeah, maybe it's not a bad idea. Let's go with it.
All right, folks. The outpost is up and running.
And I have nothing to put in it.
I'm not gonna find anything else here.
Let's drop that off here. And just do a little bit of rapid recovery.
Boring.
No, that's pretty good. Pipe wrench is a pretty decent pipe wrench. That was a pipe wrench. Yeah, pretty decent blunt weapon. I found out when getting my ass kicked in the green zone by a juggernaut that it is crap against a juggernaut. Doesn't matter what level you're on. Blades if you're going to melee a juggernaut, but the smart thing is to stay away. Juggernauts just ain't worth it. You probably won't even see me. Game-breaking trick. You can actually search this crate from outside the shed. You heard it here first, folks. Oh! Ammo rack. Now that I do need, because not having ammo just annoys people for some reason. Zombie apocalypse, I could see why that is. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Right. Still no petrol. No, we're not overweight with this yet. So we'll check the shed.
Looks like nobody else is home.
Looting. I do enjoy the start of games. The anticipation of what's going to come. The freshness of it, not knowing what's in each container. The layout of the land. Wow, we are finding a lot of stuff. I come up here with one of my followers and just pick all the stuff up. Got quite a lot of trading goods too, which is pretty good. A plague zombie. But mean didn't even give it a chance. Okay. So 0 freaks so far. Yeah, this character's been running around for a while. So we'll take... Hey, Jesse. And Matthew.
Can you help me out? It'll be quick.
Lead on.
She sounds a bit whiny. Hope she isn't. Now, she's spry, isn't she? Yeah. Wonder if that makes... It'd be cool if the traits actually affected things like your acceleration. Brought a few more physics into the game.
Zombie incoming.
Could have given her a better weapon, but that's alright. That's alright for now. It's the sound of a horde. A reasonable one too. Early doors. 1, 2, 3, 6 maybe. Gonna stealth us out. These zombies are definitely not as onto it as what they are in Lethal Zone. Jeez, Matthew, come on, bro.
Step 1. Find a place full of cool stuff.
Now there's 2 of us, we'll probably fast search. Not because it's necessarily safer, but we should be able to kill any of the incoming a bit quicker. As you saw there, I can deal with 3 or 4 without any problem, and Matthew can carry 2 or 3 on his back, having their teeth sunk into his neck while I
I'll feel
come
bad
help
about
him.
that when I have time later.
Now, that's more than one. And there will definitely be more than one because I've let them bang on the door. Move that flank.
Found a few more of them.
Ah,
Need
wow.
a breather.
Been lying here that whole time. Alright, back to normal searching. Cooking. Actually, not too bad. And good. Going full on first day searching here. We'll see what we've got. Mini fridge. We'll take it. We'll just lumber back. I mean, our outpost is just across the road, isn't it? So we don't have to go far.
Well, we found everything we can possibly find.
And we've got lost inside a house.
I'm tired of carrying this already.
Actually, we'll just go back to base. Need to drop these off, so...
I gotta rest a
So,
sec.
there you go. There's a use of a follower. Pack mule. And your followers, and even your survivors in the base, they do XP up over time. Whether defending the base or otherwise, so, you know. When I was playing Nightmare mode, I would always use a follower. If they had a gun.
You're the boss.
So we got, we could do with a cook.
Lean on.
So why don't we do that? We can't find the book. Here it is.
Shit. I think I actually just learned something.
Yeah, good on you. So that means if we get a food outpost now, we can spend influence to level her up. But we also have a kitchen, which we can do that. So what does this do? +2 strength, +5 with power, and that's +2 food storage. Yeah. Okay. I'll chuck it in. Why not? And we'll get an infirmary going. And we might just get a still rain collector. Cheapest chips. I just got a feeling I want one for some reason, even though I can't remember exactly why that was. Fuel. A moderate chance of getting a fuel can in the rotted out shed. Usually what you get is chems. It's early doors, so we're sticking with our bandages. Normally I'd swap out to painkillers. Bandages I use... Right, yeah, if you are going to use a follower, you can sometimes pay to give them a few extra bandages. So that in between battles and the like, you can, when there's a pause, you can bandage up. And then you're not using like an instant painkiller, which is a kind of on-the-spot solution to one which heals more over time. And it also enables you to heal your follower up so that they can stick with you. Now there's a screamer not so far from here. There we go. And we can bring our car down. Ah, yes, there's also usually fuel behind the prepper's house. In their shed. Lightweight packs, love them. Probably won't be using them in this playthrough. But they are pretty good. Oh, that just makes things difficult. Which way is she facing? Away. That there. Often has fuel in it. Needlessly using up my ammo. But this guy I'm going to shoot. He's quite close to that rock. And if you saw my dark side playthrough, I tried to grab a screamer near a building. And it performed the execute maneuver, but left the screamer behind. And it spat on me and I died. So sometimes it's best not to leave it to chance. Something like that in their house. Seriously. So, Mr. Pack-Mule. Carry that. Of course, once we start going a bit further out into the world, I will be switching back to single, going solo, because I just don't want anything stupid to happen and get killed. I popped out the rain collector back at base because it only costs 1 materials. So if you have to break it down, you know, well, it doesn't cost much. It gives you a morale bonus. And if you need water for anything, which you do if you've got a kitchen, I think.
Why can't everywhere be this quiet?
Everywhere is pretty quiet at the moment. Not as quiet as it was on standard.
I'm not gonna find anything else here.
Walks out the back. Wouldn't do that on harder level. Heard something there, wasn't sure whether it was a screamer or just a zombie. There's my fuel. Ferals love it up here. Haven't seen one yet. Can't be too far away. Right. I'll take that. And now we got wheels.
That dead one's close enough to see us.
I don't think they're very... Let's see how persistent they are. Oh yeah, he's keen.
Check that box on the to-do list.
Quite persistent. Came from all the way down there.
Oh yeah, I roll.
What's yeah, that zombie persistence or whatever you want to call it. I'm imagining ramps up through the levels. In green, you basically have to kick them in the butt.
Not exactly what I wanted, but it'll do.
It's only a food ruck. All these seeds, eh? So we decide to go with gardening. So I think we could probably get away with gardens with the upgraded outposts. We could turn that into a fuel outpost, but we're not gonna. I used followers a lot in my Nightmare playthroughs when I was learning the game. I tried it in Lethal. In some situations it kind of worked. But in most situations it was terrible and I got killed. One of us got killed anyway. I'm pretty sure that's everywhere. Might be another camp or something up there. I'm not going to worry about it. So, this place down here usually has quite a bit of lootable stuff. Let's go take a look. What we'll do is we'll actually pop down to the little copy station. Park up there because it's the easiest little safe zone in the world. Trusty pipe. We'll upgrade at some point. Cool. So these energy drinks will come in handy. I'm going for our first play cart. I am expecting at least one feral.
Nothing here.
We
Surprise.
we take on the play cart. I'm going to search this crate. Pop up. Check out the surrounding area. Oh, that's a box. Let's see what's in there. Surprised I haven't found, like, even another pistol so far. Now, that's cool. You see, when Undead Labs said that they were bringing out difficulty levels, what I was really hoping for... I'm not displeased. Actually, I was displeased, and I'll go into that later. No, I'll go into that now. When they said they were bringing out a harder difficulty level than Nightmare, and then said the new difficulty level is out and it was Green Zone, I was so bummed. I had to resort to Dark Side, and going from Nightmare to Dark Side is a step too far. It was pretty damn hard. But yeah, what I thought that they were going to do was give you more personalized, more customizable options on sliders, such as the rarity of guns. Wow, good find. Can I fall off this? No. Your followers can. You can make them fall off these towers by running around like an idiot. You kind of have to wait for them to come down. If you go charging off, a lot of the time they just fall to their deaths. There's one way to get rid of them. Anyway, sliders like, you know, gunpowder and stuff. So basically what the modding community does for us, but just in a slider form, so that you could say, I want cars to be more fuel efficient, but I want them to be more fragile. I want guns to be rarer. I want, you know, I want zombies to have a longer line of sight, but I want them to move slower. You know, all that kind of thing. And it's a big ask for a small team, but I'm thinking that when State of Decay 3 comes out, that it may have that. And there might even be some options before then. And you say State of Decay 2. Did I even search? I didn't. I didn't look while I was up there. See, this is the whole multitasking, talking and playing at the same time. Sometimes it's okay, but if I'm trying to actually think, then, you know, that's all I can do. Worst YouTuber ever. Nice night. Moon's out. I remember in State of Decay 1, you could, the type of night actually affected the visibility. So if it was a cloudy night, you couldn't see very far at all. It was really super
think that
dark.
baby still runs? Look at that.
And if it was a clear night, you could see further. I'd like to think.
Around for now.
I'd like to think that that was the same thing in State of Decay 2. Although, because I've been playing on Lethal Zone and Dark Side, it just feels like it's bloody pitch black all the time anyway. And you're a little preoccupied to notice the nuances, but this feels lighter. This feels quite light. I look at the light on the ground. Look how far down the road I can see. I think that's a clear night because of the moon, which I've lost track of. But believe me, it's there.
Is that it?
That is it. Most cars aren't worth searching. Or rather, you don't often find a lot of good stuff in the cars, but the cars down this road sometimes have guns and ammo in them, I've found. Particularly the cars down around the military outpost. I don't know if that's themed or not, but that's how it rolls. Right. I'm going to quickly drop this stuff back at base because I don't want my hands full. Alright, so I don't think DreadZone has quite woken up yet. And to be fair, we haven't really given it too much cause to. We have not ruffled the feathers. Okay, dude, you can go now.
Be safe.
I could use him to perform pack mule. But it'll be slightly more dangerous to play solo. So let's do that. Plus, he may actually... They do get tired as well. So, I just want to make sure I've got a good...
Looks clear to me.
good substitution roster. Because, yeah, you need stam. Being tired really, really hurts that.
And we're all done here.
That took an unfeasibly long time. I'm just going to check. Samples, bake samples, knowledge of medicine. Eight. Yes. And that will turn on. I think. Oh no. Some of these need water. Coffee needs water. Okay, there we go. You can make coffee. Woohoo. But look at that morale. Stable. Unbelievable. Winning. Now, that could be a potential outpost. We're not really using too much food per day. Three's a bit. 3 is a bit. Oh, we've got the meds. We could outpost one of these places up. We're going to do that. Alright, so do we want food or do we want meds? We probably want... hang on, let's look at our base. Because we won't be able to go anywhere else with 3 people. This is going to be a rain... It's not going to stay like that. Probably won't bother with the watchtower. Not with 3 people. It could end up being a garden. Which means we'd be better going off with meds than we would food, but we're using more food. Unclear.
Alone at last. For now.
Let's loot the gallery while we think about it. Food meds. Let's do it. Snacks. And when I look at what we've got so far, we've got the resources we need. We've got melee weapons we need to progress the story. Yeah, we haven't got a lot of mollies or anything like that. Just the one there. Oh, toolkit. And that. That. Grab that. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking... Oh, an infestation already. Right, someone's close. I'm thinking we create a... Trying to talk. I think we'll create a food outpost. Yes, because we've got a cook. And at the food outpost we can improve her. And...
This place is a waste of time.
We don't have enough influence. We don't have enough influence. Who the hell is running this monkey farm? No, we can get influence pretty quick. So. Cool. Well, there's food for now, so we're... Oh, we actually need that stuff. We are going to sell it. So, alright. Here we go. I think we'll leave it there for this episode. Next episode, so we've looted all this area. We've made a pretty good start. DreadZone really hasn't laid a glove on me yet. But we haven't even seen... We've seen one freak, and it was the Screamer. So, boy, this is a slow burn for sure. Oh, that's a new icon. Cell tower. Signal booster. Oh yeah, okay. Cool, cool. We want Mama Fratellis as an outpost. So we want to come down here and trade with these guys. We'll check out this military checkpoint along the way. We have to deal to the hay barn, but we'll do that after we've checked out the military hardpoint checkpoints, because if we can get some guns, then I'll show you how I might use a follower against an infestation in the next episode. So cool. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you to all my new subs who have come over from what I'm going to call my brother channels, Brian Menard and Sawsome, and also the Boot Gang, Trydog, Bob, A-Cup. You guys as well have supported me from the beginning. It's really awesome. I think I've got a feeling that that, you know, the channel's going to make it. The channel's going to make it. It's not going to fade away. It's not going to die out. So, and that's because of you guys supporting me and with your comments and heckles and supporting my multiplayer and streams. And yeah, massive shout out again to Brian for promoting my channel on his massive channel of 12,000 plus subscribers. So yeah, that was unreal and that was unbelievable. And yeah, enough rambling. That's been this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to catch you for the next one. Ka kite. Stay strong, and bye for now.